The Hero of Haarlem by Mitar Sila. Far away, there is a little country by the sea. In this country, the sea is very high, so high that it might cover the ground, the houses, the streets, and the people if it's not held back. But don't worry, the country is surrounded by great thick walls. These walls keep the sea out. These walls protect the people. Once there was a little boy who lived in this country, and his name was Hans. One day he asked his parents for permission to go for a walk, and they agreed. Hans walked along the way and came to a place where there were no houses, only beautiful flowers and green fields. What a beautiful place, he thought to himself. In front of him, he saw a great thick walls that protect the beautiful flowers in fields, and all the houses and all the people of the little country. He sat by the walls and enjoyed the view. The sun was beginning to set, and he knew that it was time for him to go home. But as he was walking, he heard the sound of water dripping, drip, drip, drip. He stopped and looked back. In the great thick wall, he saw a little hole. Through the little hole, water was slowly beginning to come in from the sea. Hans knew that this water was dangerous. Right now, there were just a few drops, but if he didn't do something, the hole might grow, and the water might come and cover the beautiful flowers, the fields, and the houses. Hans looked for a little stone to fill the hole, but he couldn't find one. What shall I do? He wondered. Finally, he had an idea. He put his finger into the hole, and the dripping water stopped. Hans wanted to go home. He wanted to call for help, but he couldn't leave the hole. From the other side of the wall, he could hear the big waves of the sea. Swish, swish. It was cold and dark, and he began to feel scared. What if no one ever find him? Now his hands were getting cold. His fingers were shaking. He was tired. He leaned his head against the wall to rest. As his ear touched the wall, he heard the great voice of the sea says, "I'm a great sea. You can't keep me out. I will break this wall." Hans was scared. His heart beat fast. He wanted to pull his finger out of the hole and run home, but he knew that he mustn't. "You will not break this wall," he said to the sea. "I will not let you." At the moment, he heard voices shouting far away. He were yelling, "Hans, Hans, where are you?" His parents were coming at last. Then he saw them, his mother and father, with friends and neighbors. "What are you doing here in the dark?" they asked. Then they saw Hans' finger in the wall, and they understood what he was trying to do. Hans' father fixed the hole in the wall. Then all the people of the town gathered around little Hans. They cheered for him, "Hip, hip, hurry," and they carried him on their shoulders all the way home. Hans was a real hero. He saved the people of his country using just his fingers. So to this day, the people still tell this story of the brave little hero from Haarlem.